Vaishali, and this is our project MediCare for Data Hackfest Hackathon. We have created a project MediCare, which is a health track system which stores the patient's medical info on the blockchain, that is IPFS. We are storing patient's info on the IPFS network, and this basically ensures that the patient information and data security is taken care of. So in this way, we have created our project Medicare. This is how the functionality is. Once the patient logins into our system, he or she will be required to fill out the info, and all the medical data of the patient will be stored on the IPFS database. And the at this point, the patient will be required to fill out the details of the consenter who will be allowed to view the patient's medical data. So this data will also be stored in the IPFS, and there will be another portal for the consenter where the consenter will fill out his or her details, which we will match with the details filled out by the patient. And once it is matched, the smart contract will be executed, and the data from the IPFS will be fetched and shown to the consenter. In this way, our project Medicare functions. This is the tech stack of our project. For the front end, we have used React, Tailwind, CSS, Ether.js, and for backend, we have used Solidity and IPFS. And for the development environment, we have chosen Hardhat. For the database, we have used IPFS, as I have mentioned repeatedly. So this is the PPT of a project. I will now show you the repository of a project. And for the IPFS, for storing patient info on the IPFS, we have used Pinata IPFS API. You can see some of the data I have stored here of the patient. It is in the JSON format, and one of them is in the image format. Now I will show you the demo of our project. Once the patient lands on a landing page, he or she will be required to click here on the Get Started button and will be required to fill out these details. So this is going to take some time. So I'm not filling out these details because this is basically just the front end of our project. So once the patient fills out these details, he or she will also be required to fill out the consent form. In this consent form, um, just a second, consent form, just a second. So in this consent form, a patient will be required to fill out these details. Once the user clicks here on the next button, he or she will be required to fill out the consenter detail. The person to whom the patient is consenting to share the medical information. Once he or she fills the form, he or she will be led to the patient will be led to the login page where he or she can log in and view the patient dashboard. And for the consenter portal, we have created this consenter form, which the consenter will fill out, and the data will get stored, and this data will be matched with the consenter data filled out by the patient. And once it gets matched, the smart contract will be executed, and the information, for example, here on the IPFS, for example, this data was, I had stored this data. Let me show you here. Uh, yes, I had stored this data. Just a second. This data using Pinata API. And so once I go to the link via the gateway provided by the Pinata, this information, I can view that this JSON object is stored here. So this was the demo of our project, Medicare. Thank you and have a nice